All right. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Press the three dots at the top of the screen, and you can hit the like button, or you can double tap the screen. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button, double tap the screen. Okay, so y'all, good morning. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk some real stuff. Okay. I know it is early in the morning. It is. Um, but we finna talk about it. Um, Random, you can also get the fuck out, cause this is not the channel for none of your foolishness. Okay, so you can also get out. And if you don't get out on your own, I can also gladly help you to remove yourself. Okay? I can help you. It's no problem. So you can remove yourself on your own, or I can help you remove yourself. Because I'm on whatever type of time you on. Right platform, wrong content creator. Okay? Not one of them. Okay? Not one of them. Anyway, as I was saying, we finna talk about, let me see something real quick. Oh, so you ain't got no channel. You ain't got no channel, Random Dragon. You just be on here hating. All right. Well, anyway, like I was saying, good morning. So we about to talk about some stuff. I'm really trying to wait until my phone charge a little so I can go sit down. What percent we at? We at 45%. In the meantime, in between time, I hope y'all are having a great day so far. I know, girl, the day just started, really, for real. But if y'all are new here, please hit the subscribe button and join the R&R squad. Okay. This is the place where you want to be. Over here we talk about any and everything. Can't quite say it's a safe haven because it's the internet, but it's definitely a non-judgmental zone over here. So if you want to come tell us about this, that, and the third, baby, over here we listen and we don't judge. Okay? We listen and we don't judge. Not at all. So yeah, if you are new here, this is definitely the place you want to be. Okay, I promise you, you'll love it here. I promise you, you'll love it here. Um, so yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button, friend, and join the squad. Okay, cause we real over here. But I'm just gonna go ahead and unplug my phone so I can sit down. Um, so yeah, who is that? Hey, sunshine. Hey, girl. We finna speak some facts this morning, sunshine. We ain't doing no cleaning this morning, girl. I just got some stuff I need to say. So, let me say this, okay? Um, and yes, this is my morning face, and yes, I don't give a fuck. Okay, all right, now let's move on. Um, it be a lot of content creators on here explaining themselves, and if they are not explaining them, thank you, sunshine, girl. I just be calling it like I see it. Um, and if they're not explaining themselves, they're going back and forth with somebody on this internet. Y'all, content creators, this is to my content creators. Y'all do realize that the internet is a non-stop judgmental place, right? So that means that just when you think just when you think you've overcome, let me use the correct word now. I'm always talking about folks using words out the wrong context. Just when you think you've overcome going back and forth with one person or proving yourself to one person, here comes somebody else that's gonna think you gotta prove yourself to them or go back and forth with them. It's a non-ending cycle. So why waste your time? Cause one thing for sure and two things for certain that Keith Nicole ain't doing is arguing with no heifer or no ninja on this internet, and I ain't proving a motherfucking thing to now ninja or now heifer on this internet. Think what you want to think, feel how you want to feel. If you feel like I ain't telling the truth about this, that, and the third, baby, feel however you feel. I'm not finna prove myself to you. I don't even care if the person started making videos on me. I wouldn't care. Like, this is the thing. When you sign up for this internet, okay, this internet, this YouTube, you are basically signing up for everything and anything and everything. Basically. You basically signing up for anything and everything. So to get on here constantly proving yourself and constantly proving yourself and constantly proving yourself, like, this is a battle you're not gonna win. So just stop. Just stop. This is a battle you are not going to win. Proving yourself to folks. I had somebody ask me, Key, why when I see you in other people's chats, you don't be speaking to certain people? Because you know why? It's certain people that I don't love them. I don't hate them. I just don't deal with them. Period. Point blank. I just don't deal with them. You don't have to go toe to toe with everybody you meet. And I see a lot of people popping in and popping out. Baby, when you start speaking the truth, folks start coming and leaving. Have a great day, guys. But anyway, yeah, like it's just I don't deal with them. But I don't get on here and I don't go back and forth with folks, and I don't get on here and I don't prove nothing to the internet. Nothing. Cause guess what? It's the internet. And guess what? Guess what else? Guess what? Guess what? It's the internet. And guess what else? The internet is gonna always be something with the internet. So I'm not understanding why I'm seeing content creators that's been on here longer than me. Like yesterday, I was watching a live stream. Y'all, it was a content creator that I know that has been on this app for well over I'm sure if I've been on here almost 2 years, I'm gonna say that this person has been on here over 2 years. I seen the person on live stream. The girl had to be on live stream for about more than an hour. I'm gonna say that. I don't know how long she was on live stream because I didn't stay the whole live, but I do know it was more than an hour. It was more than an hour that she was on live. And what she was doing was reading emails from a troll. And I'm just like, ma'am, 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 why are we spending our time reading emails from a troll when we could be folding our laundry or cleaning our house or doing something that's going to make us better? You spent an hour worth of your time addressing somebody that's probably not going to stop, as you say, they harassing you. That's probably not going to stop harassing you. And this is why I say a lot of these folks that's on this app that want to be entrepreneurs, they don't have a business mindset. Because real business owners, real hustlers, baby, they take the good with the bad, the happy with the sad, and they keep on moving. They don't take the time to sit and indulge in negativity and entertaining a troll by reading every single email they send. Like, girl, what? Oh my God. Like, I be trying to make it make sense, but see, I'm a Pisces, so it's only so much of trying to make it make sense that I'm gonna do before I get mad, because a lot of stuff on this app just don't make sense. So I don't even be trying to figure the shit out because I know I'm gonna get mad. I know I'm gonna get mad, like real quick. So I just be like, Lord, there has to be some type of method to this madness, because this is crazy. And then it was like she was reading the emails, but then she was connecting it to a reactor. Like, ma'am, whether it is the reactor or whether it's not the reactor, again, this is the internet. Whatever you don't want people running their mouth about, You stop posting. It's just that simple. You are trying to prove to the internet that you have a husband. When, let me say this, a real husband, a real husband, a real husband, a real husband is a provider, okay? A real husband is a leader, okay? A real husband don't get on the internet clapping back at folks on his wife's social media. A real husband would tell you to pray for these folks or just don't even entertain them. A lot of these folks on these apps, they think they have husbands when they have grown ass boys that's living with them. You don't have a husband, sweetheart. Okay? And I'm going to just tell you that here and now. Fuck a wedding ring, okay? That's nothing, okay? I could go get a wedding ring. Fuck a marriage certificate. That ain't nothing either. I can go print me one of them if I wanted one. It's about what is that man really doing for you in your life? Is he an asset or is he a liability? Is he adding to your space or is he taking up space? So no, you don't have a real husband. Because a real husband would not have allowed you to sit on that live stream and address anything. Y'all gotta stop proving yourselves to this internet. It just it's crazy and it just don't make no sense. Crazy. And it don't make no sense. And it's just like, y'all, the live stream was just crazy. It was just crazy. She was sitting in there cussing folks out. Now, ma'am, you supposed to be a business owner. You got an LLC. And that's an accomplishment. But when you sitting on the live stream using profanity and telling people you get the fuck on and you do this and you shut the fuck up and you, who you think gonna want to buy a digital marketing class or program or whatever it is? Who wants to purchase products from somebody on a live stream doing all of that? You forgot just that quick. You was a business owner, I guess. Your hood mentality stepped in and you forgot just that quick you was a business owner. Baby, I wouldn't pay that person that's emailing you no mind, okay? And to sit here and say it's connected to a reactor because the person is mentioning the reactor's name, like, ma'am, you have been on this internet long enough to know that people on this app are messy as hell and they will throw anybody name in it just to make it seem like it's that person. If you don't know for real that it's that lady and you are connecting this particular reactor to the person that's emailing you, you don't understand how that can backfire on you in so many ways. Especially when you don't have solid proof. And then to get on here and say, let's address the reactors real quick. Let's address the reactors because people like to make it seem like these reactors are bad people. Now, I'm just gonna say this. Do I watch reactors? There's only one that I watch faithfully. I may peek in on a couple reactors here and there, but there's only one that I watch faithfully. And I love her. I love her because when she do her reactions, I feel like um it's no, okay, I'm not even gonna say that. Reactors are reactors, but there's only one that I watch faithfully. And I'ma just leave it at that. Okay. Um But it's like, you saying, "Oh, well, what's she gonna do if I stop making content? What's she gonna react on?" Ma'am, ma'am, you do realize that you can do reactions on so many more things than just your content, right? If you stop making content, I am very much pretty sure that it's going to most likely affect you more than it's gonna affect her. The reactor is gonna affect you way more than it's gonna affect her. Okay. Um because the reactions can go on with this with the reactor. If you stop making content and that's your mainstream of income, your whole household is affected. Yo, I be trying. I be trying to understand. Um, I be trying to understand these folks. It just don't be making sense to me. It just don't be making sense to me at all. Especially those who social media is their mainstream of income. When you say things like, "Well, what you gonna do if I stop posting content?" Why are those words even coming out of your mouth when this is how you take care of your children? And this is your mainstream of income. That's like telling your boss, "Now what if I don't show up to work today?" They don't give a fuck. Your ass gonna get fired. Your ass is gonna be grass. And your ass is gonna get fired. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. You don't show up to work. Your manager don't care. They don't give a fuck. Okay? Your ass is gonna be fired. But all of this comes from proving yourself to somebody, going back and forth with these folks on the internet. Whoo, child. If y'all are in here and y'all have not pressed the like button, please hit the like button. Okay? Or gladly get your ass out. Okay? Okay. Um, but yeah. Yeah. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. And the person who did the live stream kept saying, "Oh, y'all don't want me to say nothing. Y'all just want me to sit back and shut the fuck up and let this person harass me and da 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 da." No, no, ma'am. No. It's not that we want you to shut the fuck up. It's the fact that me, okay? Let's say me, as a content creator of almost 2 years, okay? Because your girl is coming on up. Your girl is heading up there with the big dogs, okay? I done been on this platform for almost 2 years. But as a content creator of almost 2 years, if there is somebody who is constantly in my email after I block them, steady making emails, I'm not going to post that shit on the internet. Baby, I'm going to do what I need to do on the back end, as a content creator, handle my business, move in silence, and I'm going to deal with that person accordingly. And when it's done and I get the result I want, if I feel like sharing it with the internet, I will. But if not, then I won't. It's you giving light to a dead situation that's not really dead, that's very much so relevant. Because you're letting it bother you, you're letting it affect you. Child, these folks, I don't know. I feel like these folks done been on the internet long enough to know that this internet is ruthless and it's a savage. And my thing of it is, you know, she's saying that the reactor reacts on everything she put out. She is a reactor. Now, granted, she could not react on you and react on somebody else or other people, but she choose to react on you. You know what? They say when you know better, you do better. So why don't you actually listen to what she's saying when she's reacting? Because now I will say this. I will say this about the reactors. I do not feel that from the reactor that I watch faithfully and the reactors that I peep in on, I do not feel like any of them come from a place of malice and hate. I feel like a lot of them just want to genuinely see these people on the internet doing better. And you will see that there were people who they once talked about that they no longer talk about because why? They bossed up and they got their shit together. You don't want to be talked about. I mean, honestly, well, let me not say that because, you know, the whole reactor sector. Now, some of this stuff that's being put out on the internet, yeah, it needs to be talked about. Now, do I feel like just because you are a content creator, you should be talked about? No, but you also have to watch the things that you put out here as a content creator. And not only are you a content creator, but you are a mama. You know, when you like, that's why I always say, like, my grandma, my grandma used to say, why we don't never see nobody that you dating? Because baby, if I'm gonna be a hoe, I'm gonna be a hoe in peace. Okay? If you gonna have these different men around your children, don't put that man on camera. Okay? If you don't want people talking about how this man ain't got no job and he ain't got this, that, and the third, don't put him on camera. You don't got listen, just because you laid up under a piece of peen, you do not have to put that on the internet. Okay? The satisfaction of you being laid up at night should be enough. You don't got to prove that to the internet. You don't got to prove that to the internet. You don't got to prove that you got a man in your house. You don't even got to prove that you married. You don't got to prove none of that. You don't got to prove none of that. And y'all, y'all, it's just crazy. It's y'all better stop going back and forth with these folks. You know, stop going back and forth with these folks. What you put out here as content is what they react on. Now, I'm not saying that you have to live up to a reactor's standards. I'm not saying that. But why don't you actually just take the time to listen? Every reactor ain't no hater. In fact, I personally believe that none of the reactors are haters. None of them give me hater vibes. There is not one reactor that give me hater vibes. So, you know, y'all gotta stop being bothered by what these folks say on the internet and stop trying to prove yourself and stop going back and forth and stop putting certain things on the internet. Stop putting certain things on the internet. You don't want people talking about your man? Why is he all on camera without a shirt around your children? What type of standard do you feel like you setting for your daughters? The man saying inappropriate things around your children. I mean, just, girl, girl. Whew, y'all on this app, y'all gotta do better, okay? Because y'all, mm, 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 mm. Then went and found the reactor's information because she reacting on you? Ma'am, that's a whole sector. That's a whole sector. Baby, I wouldn't care how many reactors. I wouldn't care how many folks in my email. I wouldn't care. Baby, I would still continue posting my content. And again, I feel as though what they are saying is very factual. These reactors are not coming from a place of malice. If you actually just take the time to listen to what they're telling you, but these, as a 30-year-old woman and a mother, should be things that you already know, but apparently you don't know them. Just take the time to listen to them. Every reactor ain't no hater. Every reactor ain't no hater. These folks just want to see you win. They're pushing you to the potential that obviously you don't see within yourself. All you see is bare minimum. They see potential. You see bare minimum. I mean, it's so many different ways that you could look at that. You could also look at reactors talking about you as free promo. You ain't even got to pay them. And they mentioning your channel name. Everything ain't always negative. It's about your mindset. Your mindset is wrong. It's been wrong. And she ain't the only one, the person who live stream I watch. It's a lot of other ones. Y'all got to get it together. Anyway, that's my morning tea with Key. Okay? That's my morning tea with Key. Stop arguing with these folks. Stop going back and forth with these folks. Let them do them and you do you. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.